Okay, we're at 6380 Stonemill Drive in Independence, Kentucky, doing a pre-purchase inspection on the sanitary lateral, going through the clean out in the rearest stack in the basement. It's just inside the rear door walkout. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll show you kind of where we are in the basement, and we'll go as far as we can. Hopefully we can make it all the way out to the sanitary main and get a clean inspection here. And this is PVC, and also it's a newer home, so I expect PVC all the way out to the main. It'll be white under the house and should turn to a green, what they call SDR35, once it exits the building. And it should be that way all the way to the main, unless where the main is a separate material, but it should all be PVC. So that little bit of water you're seeing there is nothing to be concerned about. There's just it's just flat under the basement floor, which is normal. And I'm pushing, he's been running water for the home inspection. And so you can see that little bit of mold that builds up on the wall from the moisture that's in the pipe all the time. And that there was just a little chunk of that had broke loose as he was flushing out the lines. And that was on the front of my camera for a second. But I'm also, I'll push a little bit of water as I go, as you can see right there. My camera is only about, it's only about a 1/4 inch off the bottom. There was something, I'm not sure, that just looks like buildup. Doesn't look like roots or any kind of structural issue, just maybe a little bit of grease that's sticking to the side there. Doesn't look like it's causing any issues, but just looks like a soft material, or maybe even some mineral deposits from the water if it's hard. Obviously the camera's upside down right now. Hopefully as we pull back, I'll try to make sure I note that around 40 feet that I stop and get a look at that on the way back. Maybe try to find out where that is, because I believe it's still in the house here. So could be couple different things, but it doesn't look like it's caused any issues. Again, I'll stop and take a look at that on the way back. Something coming in, so I'm already 90 feet out and I haven't made it out of the house yet. But I should be just about there. That was probably the clean out as it exits the building. Yep, and now we're in the green pipe. outside. So I may end up having to make a move. Okay, so I actually think that green, it must have just changed to the green once they got out to the street, because that does look like the sanitary main there. Yeah, looks like it's tapped into that bigger pipe there, which is the sanitary main. But I am going to go ahead and pause this and go out and take a look. I'm going to locate where this is just to make sure that I am in the sewer main, and then I'm going to look it up on my on the maps to make sure that we know exactly where this is going. So, the reason that is like that is that there is the sanitary sewer is actually in their front yard. So, once we exited the house, we only had to go, 30 feet or so, if that, to actually drop into the main. The main is running through their front yard, and that is the large pipe that runs down. In every house is connected to it, so it runs there, runs across their front yard. Looks like it's even inside the sidewalk, so between the house and the sidewalk is where this main is, which now makes sense as to why we hit it so quickly once we got into the green pipe. So I'm going to go ahead and pull back, continue the inspection, stop around 40 feet and get a little better look at that one spot there. I don't think it's anything to worry about. I just think it's a little bit of a buildup on the side of that pipe, like a soft buildup for some reason. It doesn't look, I can't see anything in it. It's not roots. So it may just be a weird spot where things kind of might collect a little more than others. So again, I'll stop back at about 40 feet and we'll try to get a better look at that. Structurally, the pipe looks great. It's about as close to perfect as you'd want to call it. Nothing sitting in the pipe. Everything's making it to the main. No signs of any kind of backup or anything like that. Coming back up on that spot here. Okay, maybe not. Oh, there it is. As you can see, that looks like an opening where something, that's all it is. It's built up. If you can look on the bottom of the screen, there is a pipe opening there. And right there on the bottom of the screen, which that is actually the top of the pipe. Obviously with gravity, the water will be on the bottom. And I can kind of correct the image here. Flip it for a second. So now we're right side up. So on the left side of the pipe there's something coming in, another branch of pipe, and there's some buildup there. What that could be is, I'm going to check, but sometimes, because it looks like a lint, if you don't put a lint catch on the end of the discharge for your washing machine, you can have a buildup of this stuff in there, and all it really needs is a good flush. It doesn't look like it's catching anything on the way by, but you might want to have a little, just do a little flush of that line. So I'm going to pause here, get a locate. That way I can see where this is coming in and what pipe it is. Okay, so what that is that is where the floor drain is coming in, right next to the HVAC unit. So that is where the condensate and the looks like there is possibly a dehumidifier also on the side of this. So it's pulling all the stuff out of the air, and so there's minerals and stuff in this, and that's where this buildup is. So, and there may also be, looks like some rust and stuff coming off of the cover and all that. So that's what it's building up as it comes into the pipe here. The pipe itself looks great, but I would recommend, trying to flush out this floor drain here, just to try to get rid of some of this, because that mineral deposit could continue to grow. And I mean, it's sitting right below this drain. So if you went through this drain and tried to kind of flush it out, that way, get rid of kind of like a stalactite or something in a cave from the minerals weeping out and hardening. This could harden, and so I'd recommend just having it flushed out to make sure that there's nothing, nothing in the future that you'd have to worry about, because this has been building up since, probably since the house was built, which I believe was 07. So, 15 to 18 years, something like that. 15 to 16 years, I'm sorry. And so, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end the inspection. I'm going to finish pulling back, but this was located, and it is definitely coming out of that floor drain. So just a quick little flush or a little cleaning will do the trick. Other than that, structurally the pipe looked great. No worries there. Just this one little tiny spot. Okay, so that's the end of the inspection at 6380 Stonemill Drive.